This is MSG. It's a flavor enhancer and it's used throughout many countries. Until today, it is still a controversial ingredient. But most chefs and cooks will tell you that this is an incredible ingredient for you to use. Believe me when I tell you, it makes every food taste better. You just gotta use it in moderation, which is exactly what we're not going to do today, because we're gonna be pushing the boundaries. And here's how it's gonna work. The first thing to do is to get this MSG moldable. The simplest and easiest way is to add a little bit of water. You don't want to add too much, just a tiny bit. When you do so, little by little the MSG will start dissolving and it will be moldable. As you can see, a tiny bit of water goes a long way. Now we need a steak. And for that, I chose this choice grade New York strip. It's 1.5 inches thick. It has great marbling because I get it from a good source. Shout out to my meat dealer Emilio. Now MSG, or monosodium glutamate, it's some type of sodium. And since we're gonna use a lot of it, I'm not gonna season this steak at all. So I went ahead and grabbed my meat thermometer, slide it right in, got a baking sheet, placed a nice bed of MSG on the bottom, then my steak went right on top, and immediately started adding the MSG. The key here is to cover the whole thing properly. We don't want any moisture to escape. This is one of those cases that I say the more, the better. The only thing hanging out is the thermometer. Once I was done, check it out. Everything nice and smooth, exactly what I was looking for, as this is the world's first MSG crusted steak. I really have high hopes for this, because now we're gonna go ahead and cook it. We want to cook this nice and slow. We're basically doing something that is called a reverse sear, which is first to cook it in indirect heat. My grill temperature was at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and it took about an hour and a half. And as you can clearly see, the MSG starts dissolving and at the same time creating a nice hard crust. That is what you want. In the end, once the internal temperature was 120 degrees Fahrenheit, I took it off and I was left with something incredible. At least to me, it looks like art. Yeah, but who cares about that? The most important thing is how is it going to look inside. And for that, I'll be real quiet so that you can experience this with me. Now that does not look like a perfectly cooked steak, and for one reason, there is no crust. Whenever you do the reverse sear method, this is expected. However, it is perfectly cooked in the inside. I just need to put a nice, quick and fast crust. If not, the steak will completely overcook on me. So outside I went and started to sear. The key and important thing here is to make sure that I get that sear within 1 minute per side. No more than that, if not, I risk overcooking it. And if you want an extra flavor of charcoal, make sure to bang it on the grill grate so the fat renders down and comes up as fumes, perfuming your steak with a wonderful flavor of charcoal and char. Don't overdo it though. Make sure you get golden brown. That's your key. In the end, I went ahead and sliced up my steak, and I was very pleasant with what I got. Nice medium rare, exactly what I was looking for. But the question is, how will this taste? Remember, there is absolutely no seasoning except MSG. Hopefully, this is going to be the most umami flavorful steak I've ever had in my life. At least that's my hope. But in order to know that, we have to have a true comparison. So I went ahead and grabbed another steak. This one I only seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and I just added MSG on top. Because if I can save a lot of money with MSG and not have to do the crusted steak, that will allow me to buy more steaks, which is a plus on my book. But for people that never had MSG before, I'm also getting another steak, and this one will just be seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, nothing else. It will be our true control. That way we will know the differences between each individual steak, and hopefully the salt crusted steak was worth it. And just in case this steak experiment goes south, I went ahead and decided to do an incredible side dish. This one is going to please everyone. Now, even though it looks very fancy, believe me when I tell you, it is quite easy to make and it takes no time at all. Here's how to do it. You first want to choose your protein. I went with pork chop because it was on sale. These are lean, so you gotta cook them quickly. After seasoning them with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, I went ahead and ran them through the breading process. You go through flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. Just make sure to get a nice coating on them. Once that's done, you want to deep fry them in oil at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Since they are super thin, once you got a nice golden brown color, you can be sure that they are fully cooked. Just remember to hit them with a little bit of salt when you're done. Next up, to cook some noodles. And by the way, these are soba noodles, one of my favorite noodles to use. Once they're fully cooked, I went ahead and transferred them to cold water so that they do not overcook. As now I was gonna finish them up. Into a non-stick wok, I threw in some sesame oil, followed by garlic and scallion. Stirred that up a little bit, then I added some hoisin sauce, followed by the soba noodles. Carefully stir it around and toss it. The last thing we want is to break the noodles. To finish it up, I added some chili oil, tossed it a little bit more, and I wish you could smell these. It is incredible, and it's that simple to make. The only thing left to do now is to plate it. Grab a nice bowl, add your soba noodles right inside, followed by a generous amount of Japanese mayo, that beautiful pork cutlet we just cooked. I added some tonkatsu sauce, followed by some sesame seeds, and finished it off with some scallions. Now you tell me, is that easy or what? And like I said, it's gonna please everyone. It has to be the perfect dish to go along with our steaks. Talking about that, remember, all I gotta do is to cook the other 2 steaks. Because now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill, so let's do it. This experiment is either going to be really good or really bad, everybody. And before the taste testing, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder that all of my products are exclusively available at every Walmart. We got the burger smasher, the one-of-a-kind griddle, the marinating container, and the grill brush to keep your grill nice and clean. All products are exclusively available at every Walmart, also at walmart.com. But enough talking, now the taste test. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with an incredible side dish. I gotta say though, the side dish looks good. What do you guys think,
This thing looks so good.
But it's not about the side dish, even though it looks phenomenal, everybody.
Look, the side dish looks delicious. It looks like chicken on top, Angel, so you can have that. I'll take the steaks.
Okay, it's not chicken. But anyway, forget about the side dish. We're gonna get to that later. So I'm very excited about today's experiment because this is something that I've been wanting to try for a very, very long time. I want your brutally honest opinion. Let me know how these steaks taste. Enough talking, let's begin.
Let's freaking do this thing.
All right, let's go. We're gonna start right here, gentlemen. Dig in. All right, you ready?
Yes. Wait, no. Now I'm ready.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Ooh. That was good right there.
It's juicy to the max.
I said it and I'll say it again. If you don't use charcoal on your steak, you're just not doing it right.
It makes a world of difference. That flavor, it's just like it was meant to be paired with steak.
This was definitely a very pretty cow. Had to be. It tastes too good. It's too soft, it's too tender, it's too juicy.
That is very delicious, but do you feel anything different besides a normal Guga steak?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It's just good.
It just tastes freaking
All right,
amazing.
let's see if the second one is any different. I want to know your opinion. Dig in, guys.
This was really good.
Let's try the second steak, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. If you had this ingredient previously and you know how much better it improves the steak, what is it?
MSG. The crust is a little bit more crystallized, but it's just that beef flavor is so much more powerful and it's coating my entire mouth with a wonderful beefy flavor.
How do you describe MSG to somebody that never had it?
It makes it taste longer.
That's a good description.
Yes!
It just makes steaks better.
I'm better. I am better.
Which one is better? First one, second one?
Second one, bro.
So here's the deal. Let's go before you guys start a fight,
Hey.
all right?
All right.
So this is my attempt of making some soba noodles, but also we got some katsu here because I want you guys to experience one bite with everything together, all right?
Oh man, this smells so good.
Smells amazing, everybody, but I can no longer talk because I want to give it a try. Give me your honest opinion on this one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Woo! There's a lot of Asian flavors going on here. The katsu is perfect, porky flavor, but that heat that comes from the noodles, that is fantastic.
It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit sesame oil flavor in there, and then it hits you with a little bit of spice.
Oh, you're already sweating.
And I'm already sweating.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. It's quick.
That's quick.
I told you it's quick.
You like it?
It's amazing. No, this side is real good.
I love it.
Just do yourself a favor, do it. I want to try the last steak because this is the one I'm mostly excited about, okay? Dig in, guys, let's see.
Oh man, this smells like steak times 2. It smells real beefy.
I get that too, actually.
All right, let's give this a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow.
Oh, wow. What is it missing?
Salt. That was a little disappointing. Just the smell, I thought it would have this rich, beefy, powerful taste, but no, very disappointing.
There is absolutely zero salt in there, everybody. The flavor is nice, but it's just not flavorful enough because there's no salt. Let's fix this. I had a feeling this was gonna happen, so I came ready. Sprinkle right on top, and let's retaste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh.
A world of difference.
Made a 180-degree turn.
It put a big band-aid on all the problems that the steak had previously. Now it's delicious.
Yeah, delicious. Wow, that's phenomenal. It's incredible. What do you guys think? I want to know.
Dude, I can still taste it.
It stayed there. It's there.
It's interesting because now that we added the salt, it almost tastes like you're eating 2 different steaks because the initial flavor and the aftertaste are so different. It's amazing.
I, with salt, prefer this steak better.
Yeah, with salt.
With salt is better.
What did you do to this freaking steak,
So
bro?
this one was actually baked in MSG. With a lot of MSG. That's why I didn't want to add any salt because I was afraid everybody was going to overdo it. But surprisingly, not only does it taste fantastic, but it's missing some salt. But those are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always on the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.